Gulliver's Valley is a family-focused park that is quirky and colourful, but is it any good? Well, let's go through the ride lineup and work out what should be kept and what should be scrapped. Right, let's start with probably the only thrilling ride there. It's a family park, it's aimed at very young children, so you wouldn't expect too many thrill rides, but they do have one. That is their gyro swing. Now, it's a fully inverted gyro swing. It's a smaller model, obviously, because it is still aimed at children. And theirs is called Gyrosaur because, well, it's dinosaur themed. So obviously a lot of the rides aren't aimed at a man like myself, but I did enjoy this one. So we're going to start strong, chuck it in that keep pile. So just beside the gyro swing, there are a couple of slides. Don't know if you'd call them flumes, because you're going down in a little dinghy boat thing. You know the style. It's a bit like the one at Thorpe Park. So two of them I'm pretty sure are open and one of them is enclosed. Obviously there's intended to be that racing element. Can't remember if they do let all of them go at the same time or if that's kind of potluck. So if you do manage to race against a friend, great. Otherwise, you know, there's nothing special about these. They're not spectacular, but they also don't deserve to be scrapped. So let's put them in take it or leave it, shall we? So they've also got a tracked ride. It's their Jurassic Jeeps. These are okay, they're reasonably themed, they're not like overly themed. Again, nothing here it's not spectacular theming, but these are pretty good. If I remember correctly, going through the queue line, there's some reptiles in the queue line, so it's kind of like, not quite zoo-like, but there's a little bit of that as you go through to get on this ride. Also, can't remember if it's this one or not, but one of the Gullivers had a tracked ride that adults struggle to get in. They're like, hey, what, mind your head. And you go, okay, smack. So I can't remember if it's this one or not, but listen, it's okay. It's good for kids, but nothing spectacular. So again, let's put this one, let's take it or leave it. There's a boat ride in that neck of the woods as well. It's one of those, so the other Gullivers had this as well, and I struggled to describe it. It's a circular boat, so, you know, kind of like you would get on a rapids. No backs, so they're very, very low boats. And it's far from a rapids. It's very, very slow and meandering. Kind of more like a log flume, except you are spinning because it's circular. And it's called Lost World River Tour. There's pockets of theming on this, nothing spectacular. So there's bits where you're like, oh, that's quite nice. And there's other bits where you're like, nothing to see here. So it's okay. Again, let's keep this one in the same bracket. Take it or leave it. They also have a wave swinger. Now, they call theirs Paragliders. And if you've seen these videos before, you know I like a wave swinger. So nothing special about it, but I'm going to keep it anyway. So they've got a teacup style ride called Blackbeard's Barrels. Now, I did 2 Gulliver's parks in the same weekend. This was the first one, and then we went to Matlock, I think, the one that's on the hill. They both have this ride, but this version here at Gulliver's Valley was pretty intense. Like, it was good, you could spin it, you could go flying, it was great, great fun. The one at Matlock, maybe it was the ride up, maybe it was the cycle, maybe it's just that ride. It wasn't as good, but I thoroughly enjoyed this one, so this one is getting kept. Another flat ride that they've got here is their pirate ship called Ghostly Galleon. Again, if you've seen this, you know I like a pirate ship. Nothing special about this one, but I did enjoy it when I was on it, so it's another one going in that keep pile. And then there's another shameless cred. Now, it's the Wriggler, so, you know, wacky worm, nothing special. Not my cup of tea, obviously, but again, perfect for the audience, right? It's a small coaster for those younger children, and it's smooth, right? It's not, some of the ones we're going to get onto are not smooth. This one is fine, right? Nothing special, but it's perfectly adequate for its target audience. So for that reason alone, and the fact that it is an introductory ride to the younger generation, I'm going to keep it. Another water ride they've got is Apache Falls. Now, this is more the rapids. I've described this one at another park as kind of looking like a travelling rapids. Like it's kind of like a structure that's just been erected, so it's not been kind of landscaped or anything like that. They've just erected this scaffolding, basically, put a trough in it, and off you go. You do get wet. I'm pretty sure this is the same as the other one I did, where the boats have holes in the seats that get you wet coming up the way. So your jacksie, it's like a B-day, you get your backside washed. But listen, if you don't mind getting wet, then it is fantastic. So we'll keep it. Right, we're about halfway through this list right now, and I'm sure some of this you agree with, some of it you disagree with, or maybe you've never been to the park. So let me know down below what your thoughts are on these rides. Another one of those credits that, I don't think this one was rough per se. but it was definitely an odd little thing, is their Rocky Ridge Railway. Straightforward. I think it's kind of supposed to be Wild Mouse-esque because it's kind of got that sort of switch track thing going on, but it's slow, like really, really slow. Like you crawl along and then you sort of turn the corner, and then you crawl along and then you sort of turn the corner. Like it's odd. It's really, really odd. So I'm going to scrap it because it's not uncomfortable, it's not unbearable, but it's nothing great. So let's put this one in take it or leave it. There's a train ride here. Sioux City Express? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I can't remember if we went on this or not. But I like a train ride. So I'm going to give this one the benefit of the doubt and say keep. However, if it is one of those ones, like the train ride at Emerald Park, takes about 1.5 minutes and they absolutely fly around. So if it's like that, I'm going to rescind my keep status. But so let me know if you've been on it. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt and assume it's okay. There's another strange dark ride here. So it's their kind of, they've all got this sort of mine train, mine cart thing, shooter, interactive thing. I mean, there's this Tombstone Mine. I think this is one of the better ones out of the Gulliver's variants. I think there was a little bit more theming in here. Not a lot, definitely not a lot. And less sections of just blackness, because some of them, you're like, oh, a little bit of theming, 30 seconds of black. A little bit of theming, 30 seconds of black. I don't think this one was that bad. I don't remember it being that bad. However, it certainly wasn't fantastic. So I'm going to put this one down as take it or leave it. Another ride that they've got here, another tracked ride they've got is Carfari. And it's, I don't get it. I just don't understand. So it's the vintage cars again. Now the Carfari sounds like either it's a safari in a car, in which case you'd expect to see some animals around the track, or maybe it's a play on that and you're supposed to see different styles of cars as you go around. I think there is a car towards the start, theming wise, and then there's bugger all the rest of the way around. So I don't get it. There's nothing wrong with the vehicles and the ride type, like a slow tracked ride is great for kids if there's something to see. There is not anything to see, so let's get rid of it. Let's scrap it. And then the last ride I'm going to cover is their, I think it's their newest ride, the coaster, Grand Prix Racers. Now, if you've seen the other Gulliver's parks, some of them also have this same attraction, exact same layout, kind of cookie cutter style coaster with some horrific profiling. So you go up, you think, oh, this is okay, and then you come down and it sort of flies around to the side, but really badly, and you get whoosh, shift. It's just odd. So I don't know if it's bad enough to scrap. I can't remember if I scrapped this in the last park. Maybe I did. But I'm going to give it a little bit of grace here and say take it or leave it. But yeah, it's just not a great profile, to be honest. So that is my summary of Gulliver's Valley. A little bit more positive than some of the other Gullivers. Some of you have pointed out one of them, I always get them mixed up. I put so much in scrap, you were like, all right, just bulldoze the place. This one I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's not spectacular. I mean, I've not even touched on, there's a couple of other attractions. It's also got the sort of, it's not quite a petting zoo, but there's kind of animals in here as well, so you can go around and see some animals, which is quite nice. So it's not a bad presented park. But yeah, I think it's probably, again, perfect for that demographic. I want to say they claim it's up to 13 years old. Don't believe that in the slightest, maybe up to 10, because the older kids starting getting into teenagers will not thank you for this. Mine didn't. So yeah, as always, if you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button, and if you've seen a few of these, make sure you subscribe. Tell me down below your thoughts, and if you want to see some more, look at the playlist up here.